Welcome back on Dynamod. Today I want to propose you a video about the rules of the Codex Necron 2020 because it's really quite full of rules. I decided to create different videos with a focus each one on a different set of videos, and you can find everything about such rules in the playlist in the description, so not worry about this. And remember that you can find everything there. So now you can start seeing the rules related about the detachment abilities about the Necron. And the first thing to notice is that a Necron's detachment is the one that only includes models with the Necron's keyword, excluding the models with the unaligned keyword. So it's important to remember that you have to have all Necron's models in the detachment to make that detachment gain such keyword, so such ability. And gaining this Necron's detachment, it allows you to gain the Royal Court and Dynastic Agents and Star Gods abilities, so you gain the abilities for using a Necron army. Moreover, Necron's unit in a Necron's detachment gains the Dynasty Codes ability. This one is similar to the successor chapters and the main chapters one's rules for playing with your army gaining some bonus abilities, so it's quite important this one, and we'll see in a specific video about this. And troops units in Necron's detachment gain the objective secured ability. This rule you can find in the playlist in the description about where there are the rules for the 9th edition, but it's quite important because it shows you that you can have units that have the option that they can always conquer the objective, other than there are other units with the same rule. So it's really an important rule to remember that you have. About the dynasty codes I'll talk about in a specific video, but it's important to remember that even if you had the ability, all the Necron units with this ability to gain the bonus of that dynasty code has to be of the same dynasty, so you can't have some units in the same detachment of other dynasties, and this makes that you can gain, as I said, from the Space Marines, but in this case you have 6 main dynasty, or you can create your own one dynasty. But remember that in any case you have to write down which are the dynasty that you have. So if you come from a known dynasty, or you have create your own one, and which one are the abilities of the dynasty that you create. So remember that it's fair to write down what you are going to play with. And remember that the Necrons has a hierarchy, so you have to follow certain rules when declaring which one will be the one that lead your army. So this is the Royal Court, so that when you master your army, if it contains the Silent King, it has to be your general, must to be your general. If it doesn't contain it but a Pharaoh, that Pharaoh must to be your general. In the case that you don't have the Silent King or the Pharaoh, then it's an Overlord, the one that will be the Warlord. Otherwise, a Lord. So you have to pay attention that anyway there is this hierarchy, so you have to follow such steps. You can't decide that you want to have a Pharaoh but gives the Warlord to a Lord. So pay attention about such hierarchy because it's important for the rules and also to represent what is the background about the Necrons themselves. There is anyway a final note about the Dynasty Agents and the Star Gods, so that the Dynasty Agent and Tan Shard units can be included in a Necron detachment without preventing other units that detachment from gaining the Dynasty Code. So it's important this one so that you can make some variety inside. And the Dynasty Agent and the Tan Shards never gain a Dynasty Code, and I think that it's obvious, this one. And remember that you can include a maximum of 1 Tan Shard model in each Necron detachment in your army. So if you want to have more Tan Shards, you have to have more detachment in your army. So you have to remember that you have to pay command points to be able to include also the Tan Shards, because the first detachment it's free because that is the warlord, but from the second you had the penalty of the amount of command point that detachment costs. So, from Dino Mode it's everything. I invite you to put a like on this video, to subscribe to the channel, to ring the bell, and to comment this video if you are interested in something about this video or you want to suggest me some arguments for other videos. I hope to see you again to the next time.